The semifinal round of the high school basketball Northeast Regional is now complete, so we're now crowning champions. Today, 7A, 6A, and 3A took center stage at Pete Matthews Coliseum. Winners headed to the BJCC. We'll start with the Class 6A boys. The Oxford Yellow Jackets taking on the 10th ranked Parker Thundering Herd. This one, Oxford looked good in early. Ball moves around to the corner, and there finds Eugene Leonard. He finds a corner three. Big day for him. A little bit later, Braden Mack on the three-pointer. That's good as well. Oxford takes an early lead. But Parker comes right back. Here's Jason King, 2 of his 15 points on the day. And Parker hangs in close. But another three-pointer from Marquise Davis from Oxford gives Oxford a 15-10 lead at the end of the first quarter. But then Parker starts to put it together. Off the miss here, King takes the rebound in transition, and he is off to the races. Finishes with a slam on the other end. 16 points for him on the day. A little bit later, more from Parker. Huge day for Oxford today, but this was Parker's day. They end up outscoring Oxford 39-24 in the second and third quarter, and they go on to win 60-49.
Be able to come out and play with that fight, I think it showed you a lot about their character, a lot about their integrity and what they've brought to Oxford basketball. You know, a championship culture, a championship approach to the way we do things. And I think that's said in the way we played against Albertville and definitely our start. And I think our finish, you know, they could have easily separated that thing to 25, but we just kept fighting. So it says a ton about these kids' character.
So Oxford, as you see, finishes their season, and the Parker Thundering Herd goes on to Birmingham as your Northeast Regional champion. In Class 6A girls, it was Homewood and Ramsey. This game was great on paper. Wasn't so when the two teams took the court. Ramsey all over Homewood 73-49. So the Lady Rams are headed to Birmingham as the Northeast Regional qualifier. Meanwhile, Class 7A local teams, but we'll tell you what happened. Mountain Brook and Huffman. This was one of the best games all day, and really one of the best games all week long. Mountain Brook 77, Huffman 71. That's number 1 and number 3 in the state of Alabama. Mountain Brook moves on to Birmingham. Meanwhile, Huffman and Spain Park meet. Spain Park, no problem in the early game, 71-39. The Lady Jags do advance. Now over to Class 3A. Glencoe, kind of the surprise story of the season so far, taking on Pisgah, a perennial power. They've been here more times than any team, boys or girls, and they showed the reasons why today. But Glencoe gets off to a great start. Here's a nice putback by Aubrey Gray, and they had a great game plan going into this, but no one could stop this one. This is Annie Hughes of Pisgah. She put 54 up in the semifinal game, another 21 up today. She won tournament MVP. Glencoe plays hard, but it's all Pisgah today. Final score in this one, 80-58, and the Lady Eagles advance to Birmingham. Once again, they do, and so over to the 3A boys. Piedmont and number 1 Plainview. Plainview had a heartbreaker last year in Birmingham, the number 1 team virtually all season this year, taking on Piedmont, and this one was all Plainview from the opening jump. Cade McMillan led the way with 15 points. Jeffrey Armstrong, he chipped in with another 14. Both those guys named tournament MVP. For Piedmont, it was Lee Stanley, a great football player, also a great basketball player, the only senior on this team. 11 points on the day for the Piedmont Bulldogs, but Plainview was just too much. They held Piedmont to single digits in the third and fourth quarter and just 10 points in the first and second quarter, and they win going away. Final score in this one, 64-36. So Plainview is headed back to Birmingham for the second consecutive year.
We really want them to, don't worry about the outside accolades, the outside noise. Get consumed with 2 things. Number 1 is the love for each other, and then the second thing is the passion which we chase our dreams. And they have been super locked in, especially the last 6 weeks of the season, and it's just been a fun journey to be a part of. Yeah. So great effort by the Glencoe girls and the Piedmont boys. They fall short today to 2 really solid teams. Lady Eagles and the Plainview Bears march on to Birmingham. Meanwhile, coming up tomorrow, it is the 6th and final day of Northeast Regional action. Arab and Scottsboro get the action started on the girls' side of the bracket in the Class 5A final, and then 2 local teams take the court on the boys' side, Talladega and Etowah. This should be a fantastic game. 10:45 tip-off time
for that 5A boys championship. Then the Jacksonville girls will take on Madison Academy at 12:30, and then the Madison Academy boys will take on Hanley at 2:15.